Cyber Monday, Black Friday. I feel like it doesn't matter. Like they have these sales going on like for like a week. I don't see any difference. I don't see anything different between Cyber Monday and Black Friday as far as social media goes, as far as emails go. You know what I mean?
Totally. And it's not even like the deals are that good either. I feel like Black Friday, it needs to be like 80% off.
And some of it is today.
Some of it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
like
actually
Walmart
in
has.
Michael's yesterday, you guys, and got 70% off Christmas decorations.
Let's go.
That's really awesome, but I need like a Forever 21 70% off
I
sale.
know, I
Like
know.
Michael's is dope, but like that's not the vibe I'm going for.
You know how I've been on this Gap kick? So I was on the Gap website a couple days before Black Friday, and think T-shirts were $7. My wife gets on there on Black Friday, and she's like, your T-shirts that you like are $5. We'll get some. So she bought a whole bunch. So I don't think I ever have to wear another T-shirt twice.
You've been stocking up on T-shirts for a long time. I
The
think
Gap
you're good.
T-shirts are great.
Did you get all the colors or just one color?
There's only so many colors. There's only black, blue, white, and sometimes gray.
Okay.
But
Oh, and
$5 for a T-shirt's a pretty good deal.
That's what I mean.
Totally.
And they're good quality T-shirts as far as I know. And then I bought, like, there was some protein powder that was 30% off, I think, and then some other stuff. So I bought a bunch of vitamins and stuff from Amazon.
Did you guys see how Target was getting trolled?
Yeah, because they were.
Oh my gosh, they have like Black Friday deal, like the sign up, and then the price is like $329.99, and then people are taking the little Black Friday deal thing out of the plastic signage, and then behind it, it's the same price normally, so it's not even a Black Friday
That's
deal.
wrong. That is so
Messed
Like,
up.
messed
what kind
up.
of deal is this?
Peyton, how was Thanksgiving with the marijuana infused food?
Well, the marijuana infused food that we had, apparently nobody wanted to touch it but me. I was so offended. I brought it to Thanksgiving dinner and nobody wanted to dabble with my butter. I was so mad.
Oh.
But yeah, so I mean, it was fine, but it was good. My lash girl ended up coming to Thanksgiving dinner, and as we're like about to start eating, she walks up, she looks at me, she goes, "Hot dogs?" And I'm just like, just go with it.
So you had hot dogs for Thanksgiving.
Sure did.
That's awesome. My father-in-law, so we had it at my house, and one thing that stands out for me as far as Thanksgiving goes, my father-in-law decides to say a blessing, to do a prayer before. So he's standing up and he goes, "Look, I know we all want to eat, so I'm going to keep this short." Like, he's not like a funny guy, he's like, "I'm going to keep this short." He goes, "God, thank you so much for this food and blessing us on Thanksgiving. I think it was George Washington."
Uh-oh.
And he starts getting into this history of George Washington and how Thanksgiving was around and then how Lincoln made it a holiday. And I'm like, are you kidding? Whenever someone says, "I want to keep this short," it's never short. And he's going on. He's talking about Lincoln made it a holiday, which might be true. I don't know. But I'm like, I don't have time for this. Give me my food.
It's the
He said he
same.
wanted to keep it short. He didn't say he was going to.
It's to make a long story short. It's already a long story if you're saying to make a long story
Man,
short.
I've never heard of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln brought up any kind of Thanksgiving. It's usually pilgrims, turkeys. Like, what? Anyway, how was your
Come on,
Thanksgiving,
man.
Kyle Unfug?
It was really good. Addie woke up sick, so that threw a whole little wrench, and we gave her some Motrin and said, "Suck it up," and she made it. She did great. She was such a good sport. And it was funny because I told you guys about Scott's pies that he had ordered online, right? He ordered these fancy pies, 2 pies for $90. I about had a heart attack. And I was like, these better be the best pies we've ever had in our whole entire life. So they showed up Wednesday morning, the day before Thanksgiving, and these pies looked so gross, you guys. Like, they were thin, they were weird color, like there was a pumpkin one, and then there was this brown one, which apparently is their signature pie. And I was like,
Brown
oh my
pie?
gosh, what is this? And Scott goes, "Yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed. I don't think we can bring those pies." So anyways, we show up to Thanksgiving dinner, right? Everyone eats. It's a great time. We're spending time with family. And then we get to dessert. And I had texted them that we would have a pumpkin pie to participate, but supposedly my sister was getting 2 pumpkin pies and my mom was going to get one. So I figured when we decided not to bring the pies, it would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, people bring out the pies and there's 2 pecan pies and an apple pie and there's no pumpkin pie. And they look at us. They're like, "You said you had a pumpkin pie." I was like, "Yeah, but you said you had 2 pumpkin pies and you said you were bringing a pumpkin pie." And they're like, "Well, we didn't. So now we're just going to have Thanksgiving without a pumpkin pie." And I'm like, "Forget it. I'm driving home to get the pie." So before I leave, I tell them the story of the pies. And that Scott didn't want to bring the pie because he was embarrassed about these $90 pies that look like crap.
That you got from Instagram.
That he got off of an Instagram ad that he got roped into. So we go and we get the pies, we bring them, And I'm pretty sure my family was trying to make Scott feel better because everyone would take a bite and it was like everyone was really hamming it up like, oh my gosh, this is the best pie I've ever had. And I think it did kind of help because Scott was like, see? I'm like, listen, you're talking to my nephew here who is in LA trying to become an actor. Don't get too excited.
So not delicious for $90.
Personally, I didn't think the pies were that great.